the lesser stories function best when they are in line with our dominant story. But sometimes the sub-myths, the